This is how I made 19 liters of my commercial tiger nut milk, or what is popularly known in the northern part of Nigeria as Kunu aya. Hi guys, do you know that your commercial tiger nut milk has a very good shelf life without freezing? Welcome to my vlog channel. My name is Susan. On today's episode, I'll be sharing how I made my commercial tiger nut milk in 19 liters. This is my fun channel where I share all things DIY, vlog, commercial recipes, how to earn money on the side, millinery tutorials, and lots more. This video is adapted from my tiger nut milk and zobo drink masterclass. The class is still live and it is on a very huge discount of 3,000 naira from now till June ending. After June ending, the class officially goes to 15,000 naira. So this class covers a lot. It covers how to register your business on CAC platform. It's covered by yourself. It also covers how to preserve your tiger nut milk, unlike what we've been hearing that tiger nuts cannot stay outside the freezer, blah blah blah. Also, it covers how to edit your picture like a pro, how to design your labels and stickers, and so much more. So if you're interested, check the description box beneath this video for a link on how to sign up. It is first come, first serve you, because after June ending, this class automatically goes to 15,000 naira. I'm making use of this tiger nut seed. This is the small one and this is the dried one. Please make sure you take your time to pick your tiger nuts. It always has sand, it always has dirt, so make sure you take your time to pick. Now this dried tiger nut has two types. There's a big one, big seed, and a small seed. This small seed, when you're making commercial tiger nut milk, use this small seed. It gives you more quantity. That big one is sweet but doesn't give more quantity. You can do half and half. You can do half portion of the small one and half portion of the big one, one. This small one gives you more juice. Next, I'm going to be using dates. These are the dried dates. I'm going to be using fresh ginger. Please don't use dried ginger when you're making tiger nut or zobo drink. Then I'm also going to be using cloves, and I'll be using banana, not too ripe banana but ripe, moderately ripe. Then coconuts. I'm going to be using coconuts. Please make sure the coconuts are using our good coconuts. Now to my tiger nut seed. Do not soak your tiger nut seed at all. Don't soak it. Now for my dates, I'm going to deseed it, remove the seed. Now because I'm making just 19 liters, I'm going to take my time to remove the seed one by one. If you're making more than 19 liters, please use a mortar and a pestle to pound your seed. It is easier for you to deseed it like this, like that, with a mortar and a pestle faster. Just pound it and it will open up and I'm able to deseed it. Then I added water and soak it just for 4 hours. I didn't soak this overnight. It is only these days you are going to soak for 4 hours. On no account should water come in contact with your tiger nut seed except you are ready for production. Please, on no account should water come in contact with your tiger nut seed except you are ready for production. Yes, if water mistakenly touch, maybe your hand is a little bit wet and it touches it, please, I'm begging you, sun dry it. So this is me setting up my dates, and then I'm going to add water now and I'm going to just soak it for 4 hours. Yes, this is the only thing. It's only your dates you are soaking for 4 hours. You're not soaking your tiger nut seed at all. I will first of all wash this first in clean water. Just wash it a little bit. Don't overwash it. You wash it a little bit, drain out the water. Then I'm going to add fresh water and I'm going to soak it for 4 hours. One thing I like about tiger nut milk is a day thing. you just wash and soak. So this is after 4 hours and my dates are softened. They are softened. I'm going to extract it from the water, and I'm going to put it into a separate bowl. I'm going to prepare myself for blending or grinding this. Now this is me trying to wash my tiger nuts. I poured it into a bowl and I'm using a piece too. You also need a strainer. I'm going to wash this 3 times. Tiger nuts are always very dirty. In fact, when you wash the first time, the water is always very brown, like the color of tea that you make. So you have to wash it very. You see the way I'm going to use my pistol to scrub it. That is how to wash your tiger nut. Now the person I bought this tiger nut seed from, his tiger nuts are a little bit clean, because I was very surprised after washing it the first time. The water was not as brown as I used to know tiger nut seed water to be after washing. So you wash it very well, then you strain out the water. I'm going to wash it 3 times. After washing 3 times, if you discover that your water is not clear, that is when you scoop out the water with your hand. If it's not clear, please go ahead and add more fresh water and wash it very well. Wash it very well. I'm emphasizing that washing of it very, very well. And this is the only time your tiger nut seed come in contact with water. If you're not ready to produce, please don't go and wash your tiger nut seed. Oh, please don't go and wash it. Now the basin I poured it into was not giving me what I want, so I transferred it to this pot that is smaller, so I'm able to scrub it well. You see me scooping some things from the top of the water. That is tiger nut seed that are not good, that float to the top of the water. So you pick it out and you discard it, you throw it away. Don't say everything joy and then you now blend it. So no, please throw it away, so that tiger nut does not have a different taste later, or does not ferment on time, or ferment. So look at it, these are bad seed, so you throw it away. Now this is still my first washing. After washing it the first time, I'll now scoop it out like this into my strainer. Make sure you are scooping it out. You scoop it out into your strainer. It's to remove the sand, to remove any other like residue under it. So then I'll now pour fresh water and wash the second time. That second time again, I'm still using my pistol to scrub it. Make sure you do the scrubbing very well. Then I now went ahead again to strain out the water, and I'll wash the 3rd time. If your water is not clear, once you scoop it into your hand, if water is not clear, please keep washing until your water is clear. It's when your water is clear, that's when you know that your tiger nut seed is very, very clean. If you are still watching to this point, it means you are gaining 1 or 2 knowledge from this video. So please just subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Show me some love. Leave me a comment in the comment section. To my OGs, thank you guys so much for the support and the love. You guys are the real thing. Now once you've subscribed, leave me hi, I'm new here, and I'll leave you a special virtual hug in my next video. Today's special virtual hug is for 𝗬𝗟𝗪𝗏, Alex Eze, Joy Okoye, Odunayo Dunsi, Storm Boys, Maximilian Odo, 𝗹𝘀𝗀𝗧, Mariat. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name very well. Thank you guys so much for joining my YouTube community and YouTube family. Thank you so much for your support. It means so much to me. I would love to see your comments, your commitment to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to check the description box beneath this video for a link to how to join the class. Remember, the class is still on a discount, so rush and grab your own seats. Now this is just me trying to ensure that my tiger nut is clean. I've already washed it 3 times. This 4th one, I'm just putting water to make sure it is clean, because tiger nut you have to be very careful. So after this, I'll now pour this tiger nut into a bucket that has lid for grinding. Now this is my dates. I'm going to be adding my banana into my dates, and I'm adding my cloves and my ginger into my dates, and I'm going to grind this separately at the mill. While into my tiger nuts, I'll add my coconut. It's only your coconut that is coming into your tiger nuts. Then next, after adding my coconut, I will now add ice block. Tiger nut is very, very funny. I'm adding ice block so that it doesn't ferment while grinding. You know that mill is always, when you take it to the mill to grind, it's always very hot. The machine is always very hot, so you want to add ice into your tiger nut to cool the process while it's grinding. Once they've grinded the heat, make sure you put ice into it. So this is me after coming back from the mill. I grinded my dates mixture separately, and I grinded my tiger nut separately. And this is how tiger nut look like. There is still ice inside it. You can see that there's still ice inside it. Now I measured out 19 liters of water. I measured out 19 liters of water, and I'm going to pour 13 liters into these tiger nuts that I've grounded from the mill that still have ice block in it. I'll measure 13 liters into it, and I'll measure 2 liters of water into the dates that I grounded separately and stir it to combine. 2 liters. Then inside that separate bowl, I will add 5 liters of water separately. I'll just keep that one aside. Now these waters I'm measuring 19 liters. This 19 liters of water, this total 19 liters of water, they are cold water. They are cold water, not ordinary, not room temperature water. They are cold water. I also still added fresh ice block inside my tiger nut milk alone. So let me repeat this again. 19 liters of cold water is what I measured. 19 liters of cold water is what I measured. Then I'm going to be adding 5 liters of that cold water into a separate bowl, and I will keep it separately. Now look at this chiffon cloth I'm using to mix. It's sewed round. When I want to make yogurt and tiger nuts, that part that is sewed, I will turn it inside out. That is, the part that is sewed will be outside, while the good part will be inside. This is because I don't want any thread to be inside my yogurt or my tiger nuts milk. Hope you understand. So now I'm back to the water. For that water, that 5 liters of cold water I measured, I'll keep it separate in that bowl. Then I'll put 13 liters into this tiger nuts milk that I've already grounded, and I'll stir it together. Then into my dates, I will add 2 liters of cold water and stir it together. All this water is making what? 19 liters of water. Now my mom is helping me here to hold my chiffon cloth while I'm pouring the grounded tiger nut milk into the chiffon cloth. And when I'm through, I'm going to use my hands to, please make sure you do this little by little. Don't do it as much as this. Please don't do it as much as this. Make sure you do little by little. So I'm going to use my hands to squeeze out the juice or the milk from the shaft. At the end of the day, it was too big for me to squeeze. So my dad had to come and help me. So you see, my dad, my mom, everybody joined hand. They came to help me. Now you can see that inside this milk there's ice block. Please, I'm working with ice block, strictly ice block. And let me give you one tip. Before that, look at the shaft. I kept the shaft into a pot. After squeezing it well, you turn the shaft into a pot. One tip I did is, for my ice block, I did not buy ice block. Our freezer is very good, so I just filled very clean nylons with water. I kept it in the freezer. That's how I do for my ice, and then it gave me ice. So this is my dates that I mix with 2 liters of cold water, and I'm also going to be sieving this into my tiger nut milk. I'll be sieving this into my tiger nut milk. If you noticed, I sieved my tiger nut milk first before I'm sieving my dates into my tiger nut milk. This is to give me maximum quantity. If you did this way, you're going to get enough milk from a tiger nut milk. But when you mix your dates and your tiger nut milk together before you sieve it, you're not going to be having maximum quantity. So do it this way. First of all, sieve out your tiger nut milk first before you sieve out your dates into the tiger nut milk. Now this is the first sieving. After you have done this, you can see that there's still ice block inside this my tiger nut milk. So after you have done this, you will now sieve again the second time. At this stage, you've already sieved your dates into your tiger nut milk. You mix it together. You will now wash your sieve very well. When I mean sieve, I'm talking about your cheese cloth. Please don't go and use your regular basket too. You now wash that your cheesecloth well, so make sure there are no shaft inside them. Then you will now see the shaft for my date. This is highly nutritious. You can use it for other things. Then you will now sieve your tiger nut milk the second time into a clean bowl. This tiger nut milk you are sieving now is a combination of your dates and your tiger nut milk. You sieve it into a clean bowl. Make sure you add ice into that bowl before you sieve. Sieve it into a clean bowl. Then you will now sieve it again the third time. The reason why you are sieving it the second and the third time is to remove any possible shaft from your tiger nut milk. I'm taking my time to explain this so that you do not make a mistake. I remember I said I'm working with cold water and ice always. And ice always. I lost a clip of my video, and before we sieve our tiger nut milk the second and the third time, remember that 5 liters of water, cold water we kept aside. Yes, you're going to get your cheesecloth. You're going to pour your tiger nut shaft and your date shaft into your cheesecloth, and you will dip that cheesecloth into that extra water, 5 liters of water, and you squeeze out any leftover tiger nut milk from it. Then you now pour that 5 liters of water back into your tiger nut milk, mix them together. Then you now sieve it the second and the third time and measure out 19 liters of tiger nut milk. Now for our preservative, I'm going to boil hot water. You know that tiger nut is not boiled, so I'm going to measure hot water. You boil that hot water, make sure it's hot. Then you pour it into your preservative mix and make sure the preservative mix is dissolved completely. Then scoop some portion of your tiger nut milk into a pot, add a preservative mix into it and test it to make sure it's having the same taste as the tiger nut milk inside the bigger bowl. Make sure you test it, make sure it's having the same taste. Then you now transfer this one in the pot into the bigger bucket of your tiger nut milk and you stir it very well. At this stage, my tiger nut milk is very cold because I've been working with ice block and very cold water. There's no ice block inside this one anymore, but it's still very, very cold. So I'll mix it up very well, then I'll pour it into my branded bottles. This is already ready for selling and ready for drinking, and I'm pouring it into my 35cl branded bottles. My branded bottles actually means bottles that are already labeled, just like the way I explained in the class on how to label and brand your bottles. So these are already labeled, and I'm using this measuring jug to enable me pour it into my branded bottles well. Then I will seal it with the cover, and these are perfect and ready. Now, because you don't usually boil tiger nut milk, that's the reason why you have to use hot water to dissolve your preservative mix. I will leave in the class group, how much I sell pack of my tiger nut milk. 35cl pack is 12, 50cl pack and 1 liters. I sell them per pack, and a pack is 12 bottles. So I'll leave how much I sell them in the group. As at 2024, the prices I'm going to be sharing is very, very valid. You can adapt the price, you can increase it depending on your area. If you are wondering where is the detailed written recipe, well, the recipe is in the master class, that is in the group. If you want to know all the measurements I used in creating my commercial tiger nut milk recipe, you will have to join my master class, and the class is still live for 3,000 naira. So that's all for me for today. Thank you so much for your support. See you in subsequent video. Bye for now.